League showdown time now. A place in the Lion Red Club final at stake for either Northcote or Otahuhu. Now, they've met 4 times this season. They've split the games 2-2. Northcote carried the title of Auckland champions, though, into today's big match. One Word of Sport's commentators Greg Clark and Ken Laban.
One World of Sport and Lion Red proudly present coverage of the Lion Red National Rugby League Club Championship.
The defending champions, the Northcote Tigers, are led by loose forward number 13, Tony Tulmavavi. It's a well-balanced side, fast back, strong running forwards. Former Kiwi Mark Elliott teams up with Logan Campbell to form a potent force in the centres. Number 5, Vaiafoa, is the Tigers' top try scorer, 24 touchdowns for the season. And number 11, Don Stewart, has been a real handful for the opposition as well. He's run in 21 tries. The Otahuhu Leopards will miss the experience of Kiwi standoff Dean Clark, who has a broken arm. There's a lot of pressure on the centres, Puliata and Wiki, to try to contain the big names in the Tigers' back line. The captain is former Kiwi number 10, Francis Leota. He'll have to lead from the front of his packers to contain the opposing side. A danger man is number 12, Vila Martautia. Well, it's a long way from Carlo Park at Auckland to Wembley Stadium in London, but today's referee, Dennis Hale, will be at Wembley in a fortnight, controlling the Rugby League World Cup final between the Kangaroos and Great Britain. What a marvellous appointment for Dennis Hale of Auckland. And it's Northcote getting things underway in this crunch match. Do or die. The winner through to the Lion Red League Cup Grand Final against Wainui Abata next Sunday. Otahuhu inside their own 22. 25. Ken Laban, it's going to be an interesting battle up front.
Yes, 2 of the most consistent sides in the Auckland competition in 1992, and in the last couple of weeks have showed some good form.
This is the big prop, Steve Purcell, making some good beaters. Elder, the fullback, and a good touch binder. So a good set of 6 by the Otahuhu Leopards. Patrick Hallislow, the fullback for the Northcote Tigers, couldn't do anything about that one.
Good 6.
The Tigers front row, Jason Lowry, Richard Greer the hooker, and Phil Filippo. Kerry puts it in, and the little halfback takes it out for Northcote. The Tigers are the defending national champions, and of course they are the Auckland champs. Mark Elliott, 11 test matches for New Zealand. Spent a lot of the time on the wing for the Tigers this year. Vaiafoa, 30 metres out from their own line, Northcote. Tulmavavi, the skipper, out wide.
Interesting to compare the sets of 6. Greg Otahuhu very close with a good kicking game. Northcote very keen to move, but this is their first set of 6 in this game. Thrown a lot of passes already.
Kenneth McIntosh, midway, halfway, and the quarter line, still in Northcote territory. Kerry, Logan Campbell, wrapped up ball and all. The Tigers going nowhere at the moment. Filippo, 113 kg, a big man, and he's 8 metres from halfway. Tulmavavi, good step from the skipper, up over halfway. Final tackle on the way. McIntosh, charge down. Now it's back to 1, so this will be about the 3rd set of 6 in a row for the Tigers.
Yes, big test early on for the Otahuhu defence. Struggling a little bit there, having to defend back-to-back sets of 6-3 in a row. A short arm there from the Otahuhu player, and the penalties awarded to the Northcote side. Good decision from the referee, Dennis Hale.
Patrick Hallislow finds touch, so a chance now for the Tigers. 30 metres out from the line. Vaiafoa up over the corner line now. Greer at dummy half. Kerry, Filippo, Phil Filippo. He's lost it, and now it's a penalty to Otahuhu because Filippo failed to play it facing the goal line, so he wasn't square on, in other words. So a relieving penalty for the Leopards. Mark Elder finds touch on the concrete grandstand side. Only his third game in the Premier grade, Mark Elder. Purcell driven back.
Very simple stuff from the Otahuhu side, no messing about.
Vila Matautia, good ball. Wolf grabbed the loose forward, was wrapped up, ball and all. Quick play the ball. Now they try it down the blind side. Palmawina up to the halfway line. Leota tries it down the blind side through Woodley. Elder's back there to clean up for the Leopards. Woodley midway between the halfway and the quarter line. Otahuhu's end of the ground. Centre field. Ruben Wiki, a junior Kiwi this year. Big Steve Purcell up over the halfway line.
It's about his third advancement of the football from that Purcell. Big boy with a lot of enthusiasm.
Matautia takes the tackle. Quick play the ball again. Welsh dummy half Clark. Beasley looking for the open spaces. Johnnery McIntyre is back there for Northcote. Good chasing by the Leopards.
Yes, very good set of six on the Otahuhu side. Get good field position with an excellent kick and a good chasing game at the end of it. Northcote have had a lot of movement with the football since the game started. They'll be very keen to get out with as little fuss as possible, and penalties like these after indiscretions by the Otahuhu players will help their cause. Francis Leota, the Otahuhu captain, in to make the tackle. The referee calls him to play the ball. Continues to interfere with the play. Good decision from referee.
Two balls on the ground at the moment. Richard Greer with the restart, the tap penalty. Tuamavavi. The right arm heavily strapped. Phil Filippo. Lowry. Otahuhu must contain the big Northcote props, Lowry and Filippo. That's the halfway line. Sean Carey to play it. McIntosh fires it out to Don Stewart. A lot of sand on Carlo Park. Little Arthur Clark perfectly positioned for that kick.
Yes, it's a mark of the player's experience, able to anticipate that, being in the right position to take it on the kick. Northcote won't be happy with that kick. Very structured stuff from the Otahuhu side. Early in the tackle count, dummy half runs and simple plays off the play the ball area.
Leota. Inside Northcote territory. Beasley throws the dummy. He can't get away from the tackle of Stewart underneath. McIntosh over the top. Wolfgram, the loose forward. And he kicks straight into the arms of Pat Hounslow. Johnnery McIntyre tackled on the quarter line. Filippo's put it down. Otahuhu ball. Mistake by the Tigers. Will they pay for it? Clark. Matautia takes them on. He's 20 metres out. Falmawina. No support for the second row. And now it's a penalty to the Leopards. This is well within kicking distance. Only about 10 metres out and about 10 metres to the left of the uprights. So Mark Elder has the opportunity to put the first points on the board. That's a Northcote bench. Mark Elder 2 points to the Otahuhu Leopards, and they lead the Northcote Tigers by 2 points to 0 after 8 minutes of play.
Tonight, an award-winning documentary.
It's only very recently that studies have begun to reveal the fascinating habits of kiwi in the wild.
Previously unseen footage will reveal the secret world of the kiwi.
Against the odds, kiwi have survived.
But their numbers are dropping, and only with assistance is there hope for the future.
Their secrecy and adaptability have saved them from extinction.
But for how long? On Our World, Wild South Kiwi, tonight on 1.
Naturally, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. That's the way I'll stay, and the way I'll play, the way I was born free, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, most of us are born healthy, and part of staying that way is simply a matter of taking better care of ourselves.
I'm free, I'm free, I'm free.
Was 1987 the greatest year of New Zealand rugby? The first World Cup began with a John Kirwan try and an All Black win against Italy.
It was in New Zealand, it was the first World Cup, and it was a wonderful opportunity to win at home.
Really running hard, Jones. Craig Green.
The All Blacks then crushed Fiji, 4 tries each to John Gallagher and Craig Green. Next, Argentina fell.
Stanley's going to go in!
Into the quarter-finals, and Scotland tumbled to defeat in Christchurch.
Freeze it. Fox. Long ball to Stanley. And Gallagher's in under the posts.
The World Cup final at Eden Park against France was a triumph for New Zealand's little captain.
And the feeling before the match was, well, we mustn't let ourselves down. We think we're the best team. We're playing like the best team. We must go out and prove it again.
The first World Cup. One world of sport, and the Rugby Union celebrate 100 years of rugby.
Northcote ball, but a bad pass. Cleaned up by Campbell. Haliso is up from fullback. He ran out of support. Elia. The sun continues to shine in Auckland, which is a great sight. Don Stewart back to nobody. Telso. Now it's Elia. Out to Afoa. Afoa. Good ball back inside. Cleaned up by Donald Stewart, the big second rower. Afoa's back there. They keep it alive. Patrick Halso. The Tigers only 5 metres out. They're down by 2-0. McIntosh is a big lineup out wide. Jason Lowry cuts back inside. Can't free his hands. 1 tackle to go in this set. McIntosh, Ken McIntosh getting close to the line. That is a good individual effort by the standoff. The first try of the match to the Northcote Tigers. Ken McIntosh, his 9th try for the season. The man they call Radar was a little too good. He caught the Otahuhu defence napping on that occasion. Northcote leading by 4 points to 2.
Yeah, it's a great passage of play for the Northcote side. Kenny McIntosh standing at first receiver, a couple of great steps off his right foot. to beat the Otahuhu defence after good build-up, which involved a lot of passing of the football to improve their field position. We see a good right foot step from Kenny McIntosh. Sights the line, goes in over the tackle of a couple of Otahuhu players to put aside, firmly ahead of 4 points to 2 with the kick to come.
There's the extra 2. So at Carlo Park, after 16 minutes of play, it's Northcote leading Otahuhu by 6 points to 2. Mark Elder, the fullback for the Leopards, with the kick-off. Straight into the arms of Ione, but he's lost it. Now it's a chance for the Leopards to hit back. They're inside the Northcote 22. Wolfgram. Welsh, Clark, Francis Leota storming onto it. 5 metres out now. Matautia. Purcell is a big liner, out wide. Poliata. Barnett waiting for it. Beasley back inside to Falmawina. The Tigers defence holding out at the moment. Beasley, Clark, Steve Purcell up into the line out wide. Walsh has put it down. It's been cleaned up by Elder, and it's back to 1 again. Wolfgram, Willie Wolfgram, getting very close indeed. He's a couple of metres out. Wiki at dummy half, puts the head down. The junior Kiwi held up. Welsh at dummy half, Clark. Beasley looking for the runners. Back inside it goes to Falmawina. Tilmavavi throws him into the sand patch. Purcell waits for it. 5 metres out and 1 tackle to go in the set for Otahuhu. Arthur Clark with the dummy. Out to Wolfgram. Try! They've hit back, the Leopards. Bit of pushing and shoving after the touchdown. That's the loose forward, Willie Wolfgram. The Leopards' first try of the match. And it's all square. It's 6-all.
Well, there's no player who's had a bigger influence on this match so far for the Otahuhu side than the veteran halfback, Arthur Clark. You see, first receiver shapes for the kick, fools the Northcote defence with some clever sleight of hand and gives a great ball to Willie Wolfgram, who's too strong, too much momentum to carry him over. Look for the fake kick from Clark. There it is, holds the ball up, delays a short pass. Wolfgram comes to the hole late, gets low, good body position to go in the tackle. It's a very good try from the loose forward.
So a quick reply from Otahuhu. Willie Wolfgram, 21 years of age. He trialled with the St George Dragons in Sydney at the start of last year. They let him slip away, and that really is to Otahuhu's advantage, I guess.
Yes, it was an expensive drop ball, Greg, by Casper Ioane, returning the football from the kick. Mark of a good side, Otahuhu to come back, punish Northcote for the mistake.
Mark Elder trying to add the extras. He likes the look of it. So do the touch judges. Otahuhu are back in front after 20 minutes of play. It's the Leopards leading Northcote by 8 points to 6. McIntyre in from the wing. He hasn't had too many opportunities today. Kerry, McIntosh, Mark Elia.
Good tackle by Matautia over the top to snuff out Elia.
McIntosh, they try their luck down the blind side. Afawa is going to have to take the tackle. Wiki underneath. Kerry, crunch. McIntosh, there's the bomb. Plenty of height. Still lying loose on the ground. There's a knock on in there, however. And so we'll have the handover on the 6th tackle. Otahuhu come away with it. Steve Purcell. Clark. Richard Barnett, good run from the young winger. Back inside to Welsh. Pelizo was there to throw him into the turf, but it's the Leopards on a roll now. Wiggy. Arthur Clark pops one out the back. And Donald Stewart has it. Play on. It's a game of soccer on Carlo Park, and Stewart eventually decides to dive on it. Afara is there at dummy half. Now it's a penalty to the Tigers. And they will have a shot at goal. Bit of a professional foul, really, from the Leopards on that occasion.
Yes, Donald Stewart does very well with a bit of ball control to get there. We see Willie Wolfgram kicking the ball before the second row. Donald Stewart had an opportunity to play it, and the referee correctly ruled that it was too soon and penalised them. It was indeed, Greg, a professional foul, and Wolfgram probably a little bit lucky not to be spending some time in the sin bin. The Northcote side have played some very attractive football so far in this match. They've been very keen to give the football a lot of air. There's been a lot of movement, a lot of lateral passing, a lot of entertaining stuff from the Tigers.
Well, it's all tied up at Carlo Park. And this crunch match in the Lion Red League Cup, Northcote 8, Otahuhu 8. We've had 31 minutes of play in the first half. Kevin Puliata, about 11 metres from halfway, still in the Leopards' territory. Richard Barnett pops it into nobody. Wolfgram's there. Now it's Elder, the fullback.
Yes, the young kid Barnett looks a very good prospect for the future. Greg, only his first year in grade with Otahuhu, had an outstanding year scoring tries, and a New Zealand touch football representative as well. Obviously plenty of pace.
Johnnery McIntyre. Pelizo, the fullback.
Yes, haven't seen much of him this year, but he's looked very strong as well. Pelizo, the fullback. Again, he does well there, trying to play the ball quickly, and some interference from Matautia in there at first marker, which allows them to improve their field position with a good kick and a set of 6 to play. One World of Sport replay. Interference from the Otahuhu player. Correctly ruled by Dennis Howe. He's got a big job ahead of him in a couple of weeks at Wembley Stadium.
Greer having a dart down the blind side. Jason Larry, I've been impressed with him, and this is his front row partner, Phil Filippo, the man they call Rambo. He loses it though, and now it's a penalty to Northcote. A touch judge is in on the field as well.
Yes, well, there's never going to be any quarter arse in games of football at this level. Phil Filippo, the magnificent front row for the Northcote Tigers, trying to stand in the tackle. Vila Matautia comes in high, takes him around the head, and again the referee has ruled against Matautia, and the penalty goes to Northcote. Another opportunity for them to secure 2 valuable points before half-time. Vila Matautia, the former centre, now playing in the second row, and a very powerful influence on the match so far.
8-all at the moment. One World of Sport and the Lion Red National Club Championship. This one's away to the left, so it's still locked up. But both sides, Ken, showing that they are willing to throw the ball around and entertain.
Yes, very impressive effort from Francis Leota, playing out wide, which is an indication of where the football's going to go with the Otahuhu side. Generally, whatever side of the ruck he's standing on, the ball eventually will go there. He's looked very ferocious as both sides have opted to give the football plenty of air, and it's made for some great entertaining stuff too.
Tumabavi, Campbell. Lowry. Filippo, quick hands. Campbell. No, it's not, it's Casper Ione. On third time lucky, it was Donald Stewart, in fact, the second rower. But now, right on half-time, the Tigers try to keep it alive. Tumabavi pops one out to Filippo. It's been dived on by the Otahuhu Leopards, so that is half-time. in the Lion Red League Cup do-or-die match between the Tigers and the Leopards, two top Auckland teams, and it's all square at halftime, 8-all.
Tonight, New Zealand motor racing legend Denny Hulme has died after a crash in the Bathurst saloon car race in Australia. It's thought he had a heart attack after his car hit a concrete barrier. And in the USA, as many as 13 people are feared dead in Florida after tornadoes struck the west coast. Details of the day's news at 6. Join me then.
One Network News. More New Zealanders get their news from One Network News than from any other source.
Good morning, Countrywide.
Countrywide Bank, as of today, is making a personal commitment to each and every customer. A commitment already in action.
The timeless pop artistry of Neil Sedaka. On a brand new collection of his greatest hits. 22 of the songs we loved from a remarkable career spanning 4 decades. Timeless, the very best of Neil Sedaka. You'll remember every song on CD and cassette in stores now from Dino Music.
Yes, folks, we're itching all over New Zealand to enter Mitre 10's greatest ever scratch and win promotion. 100,000 instant prizes, $380,000 total prize value. Enter the Good Times promotion at Mitre 10. Free scratch and win card with every purchase at every store.
For real value for money on your Bali holiday, ask your travel agent for this brochure from Guru to Indonesia. It tells you all about Bali, even some places you could bump into some famous people.
You can help ease the pain. The Arthritis Foundation appeal is from September 29th to October 5th. Please give generously.
It's all square, 8-all after the first 40. One World of Sport. And it's make or break for the Northcote Tigers and the Otahuhu Leopards. The winner will go on to play Wainui-a-Mata in the Lion Red League Cup Grand Final. You can see that match live on One World of Sport next Sunday afternoon. The Tigers in possession. And a little knock-on in there, so the first mistake of the second half by the Tigers. And it was about the quarter line area, so a bad mistake by the Tigers again. Unforced error.
There's plenty of defenders there from Otahuhu trying to force the issue.
Now it's Kevin Pauliata to the quarter line. Wolfgram. An entertaining first 40, but a penalty now to the Leopards because Tony Tuamavavi, the Tigers captain, has been pinged for stealing the ball in the tackle.
Yes, a contentious ruling this in rugby league. Tony Tuamavavi interfering with Willie Wolfgram as he tries to advance the football. The referee once again correctly calling the penalty to Otahuhu.
And it will be Mark Elder, who has 2 from 2 so far, to try and add the extra 2. An important kick for Otahuhu, Ken.
Yes, it is. And young Mark Elder, just promoted from the reserve grade side in the last couple of weeks by coach Sean McComb, has played very strongly so far in this match. He's kicked well. Some of his defensive play has been outstanding, particularly on the big Northcote front rowers. Mark Elder on 2 from 2 so far, with this kick in a very handy position for the young fullback.
You mentioned the Otahuhu coach, Sean McComb. What do you think his message would have been at half-time?
Yes, well, I think it's probably one of the best 40 minutes of football we've seen on One World of Sport so far this year. I don't know if many of the coaches would agree with that, but certainly the Otahuhu side have made probably not as many errors as the Northcote team, and are still well and truly in this match at 8-all.
Make that 10 points to 8 now. The Leopards hit the front again after just 2 minutes of the second half. 100% record by Mark Elder with his kicking today. That's 3 from 3 now for the youngster. 10-8. Full of confidence out of his 3rd game in the Premier grade. 21 years of age. And this man here, Ken McIntosh, is still only 21. Already an Auckland representative, a New Zealand Māori representative, and a Kiwi Colt.
Yes, another indication of the strong development base they have for outstanding talent in the Auckland competition. Over 600 junior teams, which is a reflection and a credit on the administration of the Auckland Rugby League. Northcote side now, they've got field position. What they need now is possession of the football. Their cause is not going to be helped now by cheap shots in the play the ball area. Attempting to put some pressure on that man there, Francis Leota, who has run ferociously so far in this match, particularly out wide there we see Logan Campbell, and assistance from a Northcote player in there, 17, Michael Davies.
McWilliams, replacement for the Leopards.
Yes, good yards from McWilliams on the first tackle.
Big Steve Purcell taking a bit of stopping. He's in centre field.
Yes, three defenders to put him down there. Some clever ball play at first receiver from Arthur Clark.
Willie Wolfgram pops one back. Clark's there to clean up. Now it's Beasley. Poliata. Ruben Wiki up to the halfway line, but Filippo is out there, the big prop. That's the halfway line. Switch in play, Francis Leota. Oh, big tackle from Filippo. The 2 big men collide.
Yes, that's a fabulous hit from the big front rower on the Otahuhu captain.
Scrappy pass there. Eventually cleaned up by Mark Falmawina. Clark down the blind side. The little dummy from the halfback and into touch. The grubber kick. Finds touch about 18 metres inside Northcote territory. Number 17 on the field for Northcote Dean. In fact, Michael Davies, 107 kg, 24-year-old. There's a change in the front row. Jason Larry has moved to hooker, so Richard Greer not on the field at the moment for the Tigers. Elia, tackled by Welsh around the legs and Beasley over the top.
Yes, great match-up in the centres, Puliata and Wiki. An old hand with a young up-and-comer in the same situation with the Northcote side. Mark Kelly, the experienced Kiwi, and Logan Campbell, who's been outstanding in 1992. Not only for the Northcote Tigers, but for Auckland. Bad mistake from Phil Filippo, the front rower. Another opportunity for Otahuhu from the scrum, and they've looked very inventive. Otahuhu when attacking from scrums, great opportunity. All the forwards stuck on one side of the park to the right-hand side of the post. Otahuhu will go wide from the scrum win.
Leota, Welsh and Purcell, front row for the Leopards. Poliata, 3 men outside, but elected to take the tackle. Now it's Ruben Wiki with the fend. Won't get away from Logan Campbell. Ione also in there. Falmawina up to the quarter line. Pops one back. This is good work from Otahuhu. They lead by 10 points to 8. Elder getting close, the young fullback. 2 metres out, right in front of the sticks. Now he's knocked it on. So after all that good work, they came unstuck.
Yeah, just a little bit of inexperience here from the young fullback who's played outstandingly for Otahuhu, trying to play the ball quickly. Dropped the ball with Kenny McIntosh standing there at first receiver. A lot of pressure relieved from the Northcote situation. Great run from the halfback.
And now, have they got enough speed? No. Patrick Helso. Quick play the ball after the breakaway. Donald Stewart out to O'Thor. By O'Thor up over the quarter line. This is a good counter-attack from the Tigers. The Leopards scrambling back into the defensive line. McIntosh, quick hands, out to Filippo. Phil Filippo puts one over to Mark Elia. And there's the try to the former Kiwi international. That is what you call counter-attacking at its best.
Yes,
the Tigers back in front.
Yes, Greg, one of the best tries we've seen in One World of Sport in 1992. We see VAR4 with the play the ball on the right-hand touchline. We see a long pass out to first receiver. Kenny McIntosh, well positioned. Look at the footwork from the big front row. Faumuina goes to the outside of the defence, goes to the inside there, and gets a great ball over the top. That man, Mark Elia, too big, too fast, too much leg speed for the Otahuhu defence. Couldn't have the numbers to scramble back and pick him up. Great footwork there from Filippo, the ball over the top. Mark Elia coming back on a different angle to beat the Otahuhu cover defence to go in close to the post, and a vital try for the Northcote side in this monumental struggle against Otahuhu.
Ken McIntosh trying to add the extras. It's important now for Otahuhu to bounce back because they certainly were dominating proceedings in the early minutes of the second half. McIntosh adds the extra 2. We've had 10 minutes of play in the second half, and it's now Northcote leading Otahuhu by 14 points to 10. Campbell to play it. Chance again for the Tigers by Foa. No way through the Leopards' defence on that occasion. McIntosh has a go on his own. He's wrapped up by Welsh. Faumuina also in there. Jason Lowry. Elia, back inside it goes. That's the replacement, Michael Davies. 5 metres out. Tuamavavi. Out to nobody, but it's been picked up eventually by Helso. And that is another try to the Northcote Tigers. A little bit of luck involved in that one, but when you're on a bit of a roll, who cares about luck? Another 4-pointer, and that's what counts in this do-or-die match.
Yes, and one thing that will always help your luck is the advantage of having good field position. We see there the long pass from the captain to Mavavi, which allows Patrick Helso to get in and score a vital try for the Northcote team to take them even further ahead. See the long pass just going to ground, gets on the outside of the Otahuhu defence zone and allows Helso to recover the ball on the bounce and score a very important try.
Patrick Helso, the fullback, that's his 6th try for the season. He's also kicked about 21 goals, so quite a good performer this year. It's waved away. So at Carlaw Park, after 15 minutes of play, the score remains Northcote 18, leading Otahuhu 10. Sun continues to shine. Faumuina.
Crucial stage of the match now. Into the second half. Fatigue will be a factor in about 5 or 10 minutes' time.
While Leota was trying to free the hands to feed it onto his support, and he lost the ball in the tackle. It's been touched again by a Northcote player. In fact, it's back into the hands of Otahuhu. Arthur Clark getting close to the line. Mistake on either side there, but now it's going to be Cuthers who will eventually get across and score for the Leopards. They're back into this match. Just 4 points in it now, 18 points to 14. Well, a scrappy piece of play from both sides. But in the end, it was the replacement player, James Cuthers.
Yes, very astute coaching by Sean McComb to pitch the young James Cuthers into the match a couple of minutes ago. You couldn't ask for a better reply to a coaching decision than that. with a little bit of disorganisation around the defensive area of Northcote. James Cuthers, Kenny McIntosh in there to try and make the tackle. Swivels away with good strength, good determination to go in under the tackle of Donald Stewart. That's a fine effort from the young second rower. Pitched in by Sean McComb to make a strong contribution to the match and hasn't let him down.
Number 16, James Cuthers. That's his 5th try for the season. 23 years of age. Just when it looked like the Northcote Tigers may be ready to go away with this match.
Yes, well, we saw Francis Leota try to get the ball over the top with his hands forward of the tackle and then lost the ball from the subsequent play of the ball. Otahuhu contested very well and got it back. Presents a kicking opportunity for Mark Elder to convert a very strong try from James Cuthers, the replacement.
Concentration on the young man's face. 2 metres in from touch, and it's away to the right. So the score remains 18 points to 14. It's still the Northcote Tigers over the Otahuhu Leopards. About 19 minutes of play remaining. You're watching the action on One World of Sport.
Tonight, New Zealand motor racing legend Denny Hulme has died after a crash in the Bathurst saloon car race in Australia. It's thought he had a heart attack after his car hit a concrete barrier. And in the USA, as many as 13 people are feared dead in Florida after tornadoes struck the west coast. Details of the day's news at 6. Join me then.
One Network News. More New Zealanders get their news from One Network News than from any other source.
is hosting the greatest expo ever staged. A glorious fiesta of technology, entertainment and events. New Zealand is there, showing our best in the world's biggest shop window. New Zealand, going for it at Expo 92.
In the never-ending search for better standards of service, you're often tempted to try all the options. But in the end, we know you'll always pick the right one. Let the spirit move you to BP.
Please watch as a young man leaves the back seat of a car, smashes the skull of the person in front, and then proceeds to break his own back. He did it on purpose, so that we may learn. No seat is safe without a seatbelt. Wear one, always.
The day is done, it's time to get some sleep. And your sleepy head's the special place you need. You're on the top of the world, and your sleepy head's orthopedic, sleeping like you've never slept before. Go to bed with sleepy head in your orthopedic bed, and you'll always be on top of the world.
Good morning, Countrywide.
Countrywide Bank, as of today, is making a personal commitment to each and every customer. A commitment already in action.
Carey puts it in. McIntosh. Helizo. Penalty to the Tigers. Otahuhu backs up. Offside at that scrum. It's a real opportunity now as Patrick Helslow finds the touchline.
Yes, Greg, in the countdown to the end of the match too. Experience is going to be a factor. Very young side, Otahuhu, the Northcote side. A lot of experience, a lot of old campaigners in there.
Lowry. Thrown into the turf by Leota. 10 metres out in front of the sticks. Filippo, Phil Filippo, 3 metres out now. 4 points in it. The Tigers over the Leopards. The battle of the big cats. Davies, but there's a little knock on in there. The replacement, Michael Davies. Disappointed with that one, no doubt.
Yes, great defensive effort from Otahuhu, scrambling there in numbers, forcing a push pass, making it difficult for Davies to control. A knock on and a scrum feed to Otahuhu. They'll be very keen to complete a good set of 6 with a good kick on the end of it. Try and improve their field position and play the match down the other end of the park.
Wolfgram to play it. Elder. Wiki. Very promising youngster. 19 years of age. Junior Kiwi this year. Clark. Beasley trying to link up out wide. Got a good ball away. That's Kevin Puliata. Almost to the halfway line. Quick play the ball. Richard Barnett, former rugby union player with the Pakuranga Club in Auckland. Welsh with the clearing kick. And it's going to find touch as well. Good kick from the hooker.
Yes, very good set of 6 from Otahuhu. Recovered from their own line. They made 70 metres on that set of 6 with a good kick on the end now with Northcote. They've got the scrum and feed, but they're pinned down in their own quarter. Otahuhu will be very keen to try and keep them down here now. Force an error in defence from this set of 6. Give themselves an opportunity to put some more points on the board.
Arthur Clark. Penalty. Northcote side not packing down properly in that scrum, so it's a penalty to Otahuhu.
Referee Dennis Hales ruled an incorrect boring in by the Northcote front rowers on the Otahuhu front row, and has correctly ruled a penalty to the Otahuhu side.
(18-14), Northcote over Otahuhu. Leota wants to have a crack at them. A few metres out.
Yes, the 2 captains, Francis Leota, Tony Tumavavi, have had outstanding games today.
Dean McWilliams in front of the posts. Beasley, short ball out to Kevin Puliata. Just couldn't shrug off the last tackle. That was the halfback Kerry. Beasley, Wolfram. Didn't really expect that ball, and so the Tigers come away with it. Donald Stewart. Filippo to the quarter line. Tumavavi, long ball. Elzo to the quarter line. Still Northcote's end of the ground. Jason Kaulima. Thrown into the turf by Cuthers and also McWilliams. Jason Lowry. I've been impressed with him again today, the big front rower. Now it's Elia held up in centre field, midway halfway in the quarter line. Kerry looking for the open spaces. And it's going to be too long in the end. So we'll have a restart back on the quarter line. 4 points in it.
Yes, very closely fought match around the play the ball area. A couple of big forward packs who have slugged it out in the middle of the park. Tried to give opportunities for the backs out wide. There's been some magnificent individual efforts in defence from the players on both sides so far in this match, and a credit to both the coaches, Norton, Sean McComb.
That's the halfway line. Falmuina to play it. Leota out of the backs. He ran straight into Caspioni and also Phil Filippo. Wolfgram. Wiki. Pops one out the back. Good ball, in fact. Out to Barnett. Final tackle on the way. That's the handover, the sixth tackle.
The pace of the game's really picked up in the last couple of minutes now. Both sides go searching for the try that'll try and put the opposition away.
Casper Ione to play it. Lowry, the big man, still full of running. Got a good ball out to Patrick Helso. The cover defence, his opposite number, Mark Aldo's coming across, but the step is too good. Is that the winning of the match? We'll have to wait and see, but a good try again to the Northcote Tigers. Patrick Helso has scored his second try. Good individual effort, but it all started with my man of the match so far today, and that's the prop forward, Jason Lowry.
Yes, he's only a young player, Jason Lowry, but he's got an old head on his shoulders there, sensing that the Otahuhu side was short on the right-hand side. Runs the ball up strongly and gets a great short ball in the way of the tackle. In the tackle to that player there, Patrick Haslow, who's played very strongly, shows good pace, good evasive skills to get away from his opposite number, Mark Adler, and score. Very, very important try for the Northcote team towards the end of what's becoming a very, very crucial passage of play in this match. Great footwork on the One World of Sport replay. Patrick Haslow doing it easy for the Northcote Tigers side after a great ball from the big front rower, Jason Lowry, who's been very dominant around the play the ball area.
His seventh try now for the season. 22 years of age. And it's form like that that is keeping Dave McIntosh out of the starting 13 for the Tigers. McIntosh.
Yes, it's a great blend of youth and experience in this Northcote side. They've scored a couple of outstanding tries from inside their own half, one from inside their own quarter earlier in the match. Very good, very organised around to play the ball area, plenty of pace out wide. Classy players like Kenny McIntosh as well have had a strong influence in the match.
There's another 2 points for the Tigers. So it's now a 10-point ball game. Northcote leading Otahuhu by 24 points to 14.
Otahuhu have showed, coming back from tries scored in the Northcote team so far in this match, that they've got the ability to hit back strongly. This match is far from over as far as the Otahuhu side is concerned. If they could force an error from this set of 6 and get some points. Yes, they have. Great defensive play by the Otahuhu side. Great opportunity for them to attack now, Greg.
Yes, and there's a replacement on there. Number 14, Peter Lima, is on. Also number 15, John Bockett. So Sean McComb, the Leopards coach, has used all 4 replacements now. But there's a little bit of an experience there, a little bit of over-enthusiasm. There was a marker there when they tried to play the ball. He wasn't square on.
It's a tough call on the Otahuhu side. McIntosh was late squaring up with Famuina. Tried to play the ball to himself, but the referee, Dennis Hale, ruled that McIntosh was in position, and the penalties awarded to the Northcote side.
Davies to the halfway line. Well, Northcote can't afford to shut up shop just yet. They lead by 10. But there's still time on the clock for the Leopards.
Yes, Filippo, front rower, and Jason Lowry, the 2 big men, have been very prominent for Northcote this afternoon.
Well, they've just given the ball away out of the backs. Rupert Wiki came up with it. Welsh to play it. Falmuina.
Yes, another player who's made a strong contribution, Falmuina. Very quick player for a second rower.
Wiki got a good ball out to Peter Lima, his junior Kiwi teammate. He's only 18 years of age. Now it's Beasley. Otahuhu sensing that they have to throw it around. Wolfgram, flat-footed, starts to move again. Pops one back inside. to covers. 15, John Bockett, who's waiting for it at dummy half. McWilliams. Thalmoina. 11 metres out. Final tackle on the way. What will it be? The bomb or the grubber kick? Welsh puts it onto the toe, but it doesn't come off. Big Don Stewart is there to fall on it for the Tigers. Northcote 24, Otahuhu 14. Jason Kaulima.
Yeah, strong running from Kaulima, trying to ease a little bit of pressure off the big Northcote forwards. Mark Elliott, the centre, coming in to take a drive up the centre of the park and making very good yards with it as well. Northcote will probably just advance the football for a couple more play the ball areas, a couple of more play the balls, and look to go forward with a good kicking game at the end.
Lowry, Ione, back to Lowry, backing up again. Kerry. Northcote won the Lion Red National Club competition in 1987, 89 and 91. That are the defending champions. Otahuhu last appeared in a final back in 1990. They were beaten by Wainui Amata on that occasion, captained by Ken Laban. And a touch on the far side.
Greg, I've been very impressed with the professionalism of the Northcote side this afternoon, the execution of their sets of 6. When it's been on out wide, they haven't been afraid to use it.
David McIntosh, no relation to the standoff Kenny McIntosh. Prolific point scorer. Dave McIntosh replacing Ken McIntosh, who certainly had another good game for the Tigers today. So he's been rewarded with a spell. 5 minutes to go. The Leopards in catch-up mode now. They're down by 10. Will it be the last appearance of the Leopards on Carlaw Park in 1992? Well, with mistakes like that, it could very well be.
Yes, it looks like it. The Otahuhu side, they don't look like they're going to have what it takes to get up in this match, but it has been a magnificent effort from the young Leopard side. 1993 is going to be a very, very strong year for Otahuhu Club, one of the finest clubs in New Zealand Rugby League. 35 Kiwis they've produced. Greg, the influence of the two captains on this match too can't be understated. Tony Tuimavave and Francis Leroy have had dominant influences on the match, especially Tony Tuimavave, and leading the side in the crucial 20-minute period in the middle of this second half.
The Tigers on the attack. Tuimavave. Filippo. 8 metres out. Another try now will surely seal it. Dave McIntosh. 5 metres out. Kerry waits for the dummy half. Now it's Tony Tuimavave right in front. And the drop goal is successful. It skimmed across the crossbar. An extra 1 point. That's probably sealed it now.
Yes, it's been a weekend for the captains in one world of sport. Tony Tuimavave standing at first receiver, sensing that time's just about up on the clock, snaps over the important one-pointer.
Now there was a mistake from the kickoff. A bad mistake from Otahuhu, so we're going to have a penalty to Northcote.
The subject of captains, Greg, to Bull Allen and Taranaki, an old mate of mine, Murray Henderson, Nelson Bays. Congratulations to you two and your two sides. Magnificent efforts to win the 2nd and 3rd division competitions yesterday on One World of Sport.
David McIntosh. 20 metres out. Northcote, the Tigers, finishing strongly in this make-or-break Lion Red National Club Championship match. But there's a little forward pass in there, I believe, so we're going to see a scrum pack down, and Otahuhu will get the feed, get the opportunity to come up with something in the dying minutes. Next weekend is a big weekend for New Zealand Rugby League with the grand final of the Lion Red League Cup between Wainui Amata of Wellington and the Northcote Tigers, the way things are shaping up in this match. That's next Sunday. You'll see it live on One World of Sport.